why did I even hit record? But the thing is, I love the book title. It's as to know, what am I talking? I've got to be honest with you. I'm feeling pretty disappointed in myself right now. This is not the video I thought I'd be sharing with you today. But you know what? At the start of this year, I said I'll be transparent with you and show you the reality, the messy reality of being a self-published author. So here we are. Ever had those moments where you set a goal and things just don't pan out the way you hoped? And that's pretty much my predicament right now. So today I thought I'll share with you some real talk about self-publishing. I know everyone makes it look very easy, but it's not. Stick around, this isn't just a pity party. I am walking through some issues that I'm facing and troubleshooting some things. And I wanted to share that with you, show you the nitty-gritty of self-publishing. And maybe, just maybe, we all can find some inspiration in all this chaos. It's been a few days. I've had time to think through things, and while editing this video, I realized that I was way too emotional and rambling a little bit. So I thought I'll keep the introduction because I want to show you that self-publishing can be very overwhelming, and re-record the rest of the video, take you through what happened, what I'm planning to do. I have my planner here with me, so let's get into it. I shared my book timeline in this video. I had recorded it in December, and at that time I thought I was very confident that I would be able to meet all my deadlines. I wanted a tighter timeline to release this book because I needed that push. And while I was very bullish in my timeline, I did bake in a lot of buffer time in my schedule, in my timeline, because when you're working with other people, you have to have some flexibility. But life decided to throw a plot twist. Bam! Plans shattered, and I was behind on a few deadlines, actually multiple deadlines. And I was in a legit stress marathon. Everything is fine now. Everyone is fine now. Early January, I thought I'll still be able to manage. But the last couple of weeks, the gap has just gotten wider and wider. And if I'm being really honest, I know I can still pull it off, but it's going to be at a cost that I'm not ready to pay. And after agonizing over it for some time, I realized that throwing more money at this problem is not going to help me. It's not the solution. I chose indie publishing because of its flexibility. So why am I torturing myself? If big publishing houses can change their release dates even after having larger teams, definitely larger than an indie author's team, then why can't I? So that's what I've decided to do. And I still feel like a failure, but I know that's not true, and I know this feeling will pass. The big ball that I dropped was I missed my manuscript deadline, and that kind of set off a domino effect. I had to let go of my editor because my new timeline was not something that worked for her, which is understandable, but it's sad, and even paying her more wouldn't solve the issue. That wasn't an option, and if I want to stick with the initial release date, that's February 8th, I would have to hire someone at a shorter timeline and pay them an arm and a leg. I can't afford that. So the book title is also causing a little bit of a stir. I did not expect it to go this way. I thought people would get it, but there are quite a few people who didn't. And after speaking to a few people, including my editor, I asked them for their suggestion, and it's 50-50. I don't know what to do. It's such a mess. And the book cover. So initially I thought I'd make the book cover myself. I invested in a software. I spent time learning it. I even have a few iterations. But now there are so many things on my plate. I don't know if I have the time. And I'm thinking of hiring someone. But before I do that, I have to finalize the cover or the book title. To be honest, I don't want to change the book title. I really love it. And I think it goes with the theme. I don't know. A part of me thinks that people will get it once they read the book, once they read the synopsis even. So this is where the initial video stopped. And after spending a little bit of time thinking over it and talking to a few people, I've decided that I can do this with a little bit of tweak. The first thing that needs to happen is get the manuscript ready. I'm going with a pricier editor, and if you watched my earlier videos, you know how I feel about finding the right editor. And a new editor means a new timeline. I've had them give me a sample edit, and I like their process. If you're interested in knowing more about hiring the editor and all those things, let me know in the comments. I can make a separate video about it. That brings me to the release date. I have the release date and I have my revised publishing timeline. Everything I'm doing now is based on the new release date, but let's put a pin in it and I'll tell you why I'm not sharing the release date in this video, which was my initial plan. For the book title, I've decided to stick with it. As of now, I'm not planning to change it. I'm going ahead with what I initially had. So it is still being called Love's Gantt Chart. And once I have more promotional material out, I feel confident that people will start making the connection and they'll get it. That whole scare has subsided a lot, and I feel comfortable going ahead with this. For the book cover, currently I'm leaning towards hiring someone, and I have narrowed down the artist that I'm planning to use. They need about 2 weeks notice for me to make a payment, and they have to start working on it. The shorter timeline is also because I have already shared with them some of my stuff, some of the iterations that I had made. So they have a little bit of background work already done for them. So that was helpful. That'll be on hold until I get my manuscript back from the editors, the first round at least. And after that, I'll start the book cover design process. And I'll share all that with you very soon. I had to pivot a little bit with my marketing as well. And initially, I was planning to do most of the marketing myself, but there are a few things in the pipeline, which is why I have decided to hire people to help me with this book release, and one of them being a book marketing / promotion company to help me with the marketing as well. And that's another reason why I'm not sharing the release date as of now, because there are a few things in the works, and depending on what I hear back from them, I might be able to make the book release a little earlier or might have to push it further. It all depends on their availability as well. So that's the reason why I'm holding it and not sharing it in this video. But I will be sharing that and all the other behind the scenes with you. Now let's talk about what's next. So the manuscript has to come first. I have to get it to the editors. I feel confident with these new editors that they'll be able to do it. It's just a matter of timelines and submitting it to them once they are ready. I have done a few rounds of self-edit. If you're interested in knowing my self-editing process, I'd be happy to share a video on that. Let me know in the comment section. I also have a free editing checklist on my website. I'll have that link for you as well. Once I have my manuscript sorted, I'll start with the cover design, then get into the marketing trenches. I'm hoping to hear back from the marketing people soon. And then I feel I'll be more comfortable letting everyone know the release date. It's not off by a whole lot. It's really not. But a little bit also makes a difference, right? You'll get to see a lot of behind the scenes. I'm planning to vlog a lot of this and share it with you, but also as a record keeping for myself to know that self-publishing is hard, but I can do it. So stay tuned for all the unfolding drama. And a huge shout out to each one of you for being on this roller coaster ride with me. I really appreciate your encouraging comments. Before you go, don't forget to like this video and come in the comment section and let's chat. Tell me your self-publishing, writing stories. What are some of the things you're overcoming right now? And any suggestions you have for me, or even if you have any questions about editing, let me know in the comments section. I'd love to chat with you over there.